So hello everyone. Myself Sohail Mollik. I'm a student of Ram Krishna Mathur Government Engineering College in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So today I will discuss about the supervised machine learning. So first of all, before starting the supervised machine learning, we introduce to machine learning. So what is machine learning? So first of all, that the machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables a system to learn from data, identify patterns, and make decisions with minimal human intervention. So this is the machine learning. So unlike traditional programming, where explicit rules and logic are coded, and machine learning system improves and adapt their performance based on exposure to new data. So that is the machine learning. So now, what is the definition of machine learning? The machine learning is the study of algorithm and the statistical method that's enable the computers to perform tasks without using explicit instruction and relying on patterns and inference instead. So it's about creating models that can learn from and make prediction or decision based on data. So this is the definition of machine learning. So so it means that instead of being programmed to perform specific tasks, machine learning models are trained on a dataset, and this allow them automatically learn and improve from experience and making them highly adaptive. So that is the basic overview or introduction of machine learning. So next is the types of machine learning. So there is two main types of machine learning. There is supervised machine learning and unsupervised machine learning. So first of all, so we can deeply discuss about the supervised learning. So let's take an overview. The supervised learning model is trained on the label dataset, meaning each training example is paired with an output level. The goal is the model goal is that to predict the output from the input data. That is the main motto or main goal. So let example that is predicting whether an email spam or not. So that is the main uh, example of supervised learning. So what is the unsupervised learning? The model is given data without explicit instruction on what to do with it. In this case, there is no label data. So that is the main functionality of unsupervised learning, and we can by this functionality we can differentiate both learning, right? And what is the main goal? So the model try to identify the patterns and structure and relationship in the data. So that's the main goal. So the next is what is supervised machine learning. So mainly the supervised machine learning is a subset of machine learning. So it is true. So where the model is trained using labeled data. In this context, labeled data means that each input comes with corresponding correct output. So these model jobs to learn mapping from input to output during the process. So this is the definition. This is the definition of supervised machine learning. So label data means that each example in the training data set has an input and corresponding output. So for example, an email spam detection model, and the input might be content of an email, and the label might be spam or not spam. So this is the example of this concept. And also another example is that house predictive price. So this is the example of the label data. So now discuss about the key concept of supervised machine learning. So in this case, the label data, where the label data is a foundation and a foundation of supervised learning. It consists of input and output pairs, where each input is associated with specific output, known as label. So this is the label. This is the label data. This is the concept of label data. So as well as training the model and testing the model. So this is very important. Training the model means that the model is trained on the subset of labeled data and called training data set. And the testing the model, after training the model, we can test the data is the after the training the model, they evaluate on different subset of the data known as testing data set. So this is the key concept of the supervised machine learning. So next is the types of supervised learning algorithm. So there is two types, that is a classification and regression. So classification algorithm is categorize input data into predefined classes. Example, it's basically predicting if an email spam or not. So it's very popular example. Input is email content sender information, and then content sender information, and the output is spam or not. This is very important. And regression, in this case, we can previously say discuss that house predicting price, how so predicting house price. So input, in this case we take input as a number of bedrooms, square footage, location. Output, output is in this case the estimate house prices. It's in the basis of this input. So this is the regression. This is the concept of regression. So this is two types of the supervised learning algorithm. So next is popular algorithms. The two types of algorithm. In this algorithm, also the classification algorithm. In classification algorithm, decision tree, support vector machines, k nearest neighbors, logistic regression, and in the regression algorithm, the linear regression, polynomial regression, and Regis and Lasswell regression. So this is the popular algorithm. So now, how does supervised learning work? So first of all, the step one, the collecting the data. So first of all, it collected the data set. Next is data, and second step is data pre-processing. So in this case, the data is pre-processed, clean the data. Thirdly, third step is that model selection. So we can selecting the model in the basis of data. Next is model training. In this phase, we train the model in the basis of input, and also getting more efficient output. So that's why we train the model. In this case, model evaluation in this case, the test the model on separate data set. So that is the model evaluation. And the making prediction means that after you use the trained model to make prediction on new unseen data. So that is the making prediction. So these are the steps of the supervised learning. And so next is example of supervised learning, that is the first of all predicting a tumor, predicting it whether is cancerous or non-cancerous. So is a it take an input, size of the tumor, shape of the tumor, texture, density, and in the basis of input we can say that which is cancerous or not. So this is the example of supervised learning. And another is that estimate the selling price of house. It's very important. In this case we take the square. In this case we take the input as input. Input is square footage, location, number of bedrooms, and etc., which are needed. So after that, it's the output is also it representing the house price. So this is the example of supervised learning. So next is challenges. So some challenges is that the overfitting challenges in this, whenever it's too much complex, it is very um, difficult to um, representing the data. So in this, it is very complex. And underfitting, it means that whenever it's very much simple, then it's give wrong output. And the data quality, and it is, and we can also ensure about that the data quality also is also be may also be high. And high quality represented data crucial for training effective models. So this is the data quality. And challenges, poor data quality can lead inaccurate models, so that don't generalize well. So that is the main issues of the supervised learning. So next is the application of supervised learning. So there is some application is speech recognition, medical diagnosis, fraud detection, and predictive maintenance. So this is some uh, application of the supervised machine learning, and the image recognition is another one. So thank you. So next is a conclusion. So this is the conclusion. The supervised machine learning is a powerful technique. So it's true, and where models are trained on labeled data and predicted outputs for new inputs. So it's widely used to task like classification and regression. Classification means that spam detection and predicting house price. So this is the short and little summary of the supervised machine learning. So this is the conclusion. So this is thank you. So this is all about my presentation. Thank you so much.